I'm Paul Chambers with MovieChambers.com, and I'm very glad to have a few minutes to spend with Nicholas Hoult and Teresa Palmer, stars of the new movie Warm Bodies. And it's a zombie flick with a twist because you don't follow the normal conventions. How is it different from your typical zombie film?
Well, this film is told from the zombie's perspective. My character, called R, who has no memory of his previous human life, but realizes that there's something missing and wants to feel kind of alive again. And then he meets Teresa's character and decides not to eat her brains, but to kind of look after her and protect her. And you know, then their relationship kind of transforms the world around them a little bit, and it's an odd blend of kind of, you know, comedy and romance and a bit of action and horror.
Yeah.
And Teresa, R gets you out of a life and death situation.
A few times, yes.
And but is there an initial attraction, or it took a while, right?
No, she is horrified and petrified. Her mother was killed by zombies, and she doesn't know where her friends are, she doesn't know where her boyfriend is, and so she assumes that perhaps they've been killed by zombies too. So it is very confusing for her when she gets brought into this plane and zombies have things that they collect and they listen to music, and he's trying to talk to me and communicate, and I can see emotions through his eyes. It is bizarre for her. That's why she just wants to get out of there and she keeps trying to run away. But then slowly that is very endearing to her too, and everything we know about the zombies is completely wrong, and they have feelings and thoughts and great taste in music. So it's she becomes curious and then ends up getting a crush on him.
And your dad, played by John Malkovich,
Yeah.
is like the chief zombie killer and leader of a group of survivors. And so this whole story plays out. Obviously, he doesn't want you to have anything to do with a zombie, or a corpse, as they call it.
Corpse.
So this is kind of like Romeo and Juliet a little bit?
It is. It's like that star-crossed lover story. And we definitely pay homage to Romeo and Juliet, and ours is just the quirkier version, I guess, of that story.
Yeah, talk about making it awkward to meet a girl's dad.
I know.
Like, instantly, he wants to shoot me, he wants to try and threatening to shoot me.
I know.
It's full on, and he's John Malkovich.
Yeah,
And
it's a little intimidating.
Nick, your vocabulary is quite limited when you start the film,
Yeah.
and you know, you have to groan a lot, like zombies do.
Yeah.
But you still need to communicate to the audience. What kind of challenges did that pose to you?
It was tricky, just kind of thinking in different ways, I suppose, and trying to use more body language, and you know, a lot of the time the character is trying his best to connect and emote. So I kind of just focused on the other people in the scene, and luckily Jonathan Levine cast really talented actors and actresses around me, and so I could just watch Teresa and whoever was in the scene and enjoy their performance.
Well, my website specializes in horror, action, and sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
So
Oh, cool.
I want to know, from both of you, how do you think zombie purists are going to take this film? Because it's different.
Well,
Yeah, that was a worry at first, because, you know, a lot of zombie purists feel as though zombies should never think, feel anything, blah, blah. It's all about brains and whatever. But we met a guy who was a member of, I'm not sure exactly how to describe them, but like the zombie militia or something or other.
it's a website. He
Yeah.
was like one of the guys who ran the zombie website.
Yeah, and he really enjoyed the film, and he said he was going to take his girlfriend along to see it as well, that she'd really like it, and that he liked how, you know, we'd taken like Shaun of the Dead and Zombieland and kept that kind of tone, I guess, but then added a slight romance in there, and brought new things. You know, we were honest to the original kind of zombie ideas, yeah, but then there's like, one of the concepts in this film is that when you eat someone's brains, you relive their memories. And he really enjoyed that idea, you know, the fact that, because it's never really been explained why zombies really like brains that much, you know.
Now it really makes sense.
Now it makes sense, because it's something to, you know, that makes them feel, and yeah.
So do you
like
think
it.
there's enough, Teresa, to make this a date movie? Do you think there's enough of the love story in it?
Absolutely, for guys and girls. And that's what's so great about it. It's a mixed genre. I mean, it really is action and then romance and then comedy, and there's something for the guys. There's a little bit of gore and all the action, and then it's such a sweet, endearing love story too. And then on top of it, there's social commentary, and it's about how like love breathes life back into you, and the importance of being connected and not being so distracted by the world around us and all this technology. And so not only is it good for guys and girls, it's also good for a wide demographic of people My 60-year-old dad saw this movie and loved it, and has told all his friends, and they're all excited to see it. And yeah, so
The
it's for everyone.
CGI is really good too. You know, I know there wasn't a big budget for CGI in this film, but it was very impressive. The Bonies in particular, and you guys had to act opposite these things that didn't even exist in front of
Yes.
you, right? How difficult was that?
It was interesting. Sometimes there'd be stunt guys there, like dressed in tight lycra suits, kind
Like
of
zipped up green.
moving like these bony creatures who are kind of the more decomposed version of a corpse. But then sometimes we'd be doing fight sequences or whatever with nothing there, and we'd
They'd
be
be like,
throwing
you
ourselves
just got
on the
shot in the shoulder. React. You're like, ow.
Oh, that's
Oh,
smart.
That's painful. Oh,
Well,
it's funny.
It's very effective, and I think it gives the film, for a PG-13 film, it gives it a little bite, if you will.
Yeah,
You know, so,
absolutely.
I'm always fascinated with accents and how Commonwealth actors can really conquer this. Did you need a dialect coach with you constantly, or have you mastered this in previous
Not
films?
constantly. We work with people in the build-up and stuff, and it's good to have someone there just to, cause, you know, make sure
Yeah.
you're not slipping up anywhere.
Every now and then someone would pop in, and but for me, I grew up watching so much American television that I think the American accent is ingrained in me. And when I first came out to LA and started playing American characters, I worked extensively on the accent for a period of 6 or 7 months, and it's kind of still stayed there, I think.
Yeah, I think American actors are not reciprocal in this regard because they, you know, with a few exceptions like maybe Renee Zellweger, but you guys have to laugh every once in a while when an American, yes, tries to do an accent.
Meryl
Streep
Streep
with,
did-
yes, with the...
Cry in the Night, was it? Yeah.
Yes,
which
I
is
know the movie that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to wrap it up, but Nick, Teresa, thank you very much for spending some time.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for the interview.
I wish you the best. Warm Bodies opens on February 1st, and I hope you can also join me for reviews and other interviews at moviechambers.com.